welcome back to Alterowitz Gymnasium for tonight's exhibition matchup. Carroll College right now leading the Yellowjackets 42-34. It's halftime, and that means we get an opportunity to talk to some of our best and brightest at MSU Billings. Tonight we have Dr. Paul Pope. Dr. Pope, thanks for being here tonight, professor of political science. And you were kind of a jack of all trades, though, because you're here tonight representing the extended campus, which really is an arm of the university that works to create outreach with the local Billings community in a variety of ways. You've done that through things like the craft brewing and fermentation certificate program, summer camp for youth. Most recently, you're developing a new course to help teachers become qualified to teach Introduction to American Government. So you're quite the busy person. Talk a little bit about what that means for you to be all over the place and really be kind of an ambassador for the university out in the community.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm very happy to be here, and I love working with Extended Campus. Extended Campus affords us an opportunity to experiment with different formats for courses, pilot test some different programs to see if it's something the community really would like to have. It's been a real joy because I can work on some passion projects. I'm a political scientist by trade. I work mostly in programs related to American government. As you mentioned, creating a program through Extended Campus to train teachers to teach dual enrollment courses. But one of my side passions, and I never get enough opportunity, is to work with beer.
Okay, perfect.
We've done a lot of that.
You're one of our favorites as far as we're concerned. Aaron and I were hoping that you'd bring some samples tonight.
I should have.
Next time.
Maybe next
sure.
time.
Now let's talk a little bit about the connection between beer, the Billings community, and MSU Billings, because I've worked at institutions that have created certificates in wine tasting and things like that. Why is this a thing? How is this a thing? And how did we become partners with the Billings community through MSU Billings doing stuff like this?
Well, Kevin Nemeth, director of Extended Campus, he came to us from Washington, where he's worked on similar type programs, but like you say, for wine. He gets here and he looks around and sees that people in Billings really love craft beer. We're one of the top beer cities in the country with our per capita amount of breweries to citizens. And people in Billings really love their local brews. And so he thought this would work. He's worked with another certificate program before in Washington, and he thought, wow, this is a great community for this. So we put together this Learn and Taste series to start teaching the community more about craft beer. And it's been a lot of fun. I get to completely nerd out about beer. I finally can do something that with the community that annoys my wife.
Yeah, so. Well, here's the thing that's interesting about it. When you stop and think about it, a lot of people experience beer by going down to the grocery store or a microbrew company in town or something like that. But there's a science behind it.
Oh yeah.
There's things that the palate it takes over in different ways, and that's what you're talking about when you're talking about a Learn and Taste course.
Oh, absolutely. Our first two courses for this year's program, we call them Beer Detective. Beer Detective 1 and 2, and the first one we're teaching students how to actually taste beer, what kind of flavors to look for, what the different ingredients contribute. And in the second one, we're tasting for faults, things wrong with beer.
Okay.
And so the first class, a lot of great beer.
Right.
Second class, a lot of really horrible beer.
Well, you got to balance it out.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
And of course, these courses are open to students as well.
Yeah, as long as you're 21 or older, anyone can take them.
All right. And so where would somebody go who's tuning in right now to find out how to sign up for those courses?
Just check out the university webpage. Go look for the Extended Campus link from the university's main page, and they should list all the courses there, as well as our brewing and fermentation certificate that we also offer to train people to how to work in the brewing community.
Perfect. Excellent. Now, I would be remiss if with some of our remaining time, I didn't talk about the fact that we have a major election coming up here in just a few days.
Sure.
How has that experience been for you and the classroom, the students that you're teaching, having a historical election like we're having right now that you get to talk about?
In short, it's just absolutely amazing. I get to talk about the election. I get to talk about the politics. I get to talk about the language. It's fantastic. I teach the presidency this semester specifically because of the election.
Right.
And we're just talking about it in a historical context, what's going on right now. And I'm also teaching a class on the Constitution, so we get to talk about the effects of what the presidents have done and want to do on everyday life.
Well, win, lose, or draw, it has been a very impactful election cycle.
Oh, yes.
Not just for the country, but for the state of Montana, locally as well. Appreciate all that you've done to be able to install that educational component, that academic component with our students. Thank you for being here tonight. Any final thoughts on the extended campus or any of the courses you're teaching?
Just go take a look at the university page. Great. And start exploring. We have so many opportunities here. Why not try a class here and there? Take a beer class, maybe get a certificate in something. Extended campus is a good first stop.
Very good. It'd be nice that I could actually get a certificate in drinking beer as
Absolutely.
opposed to just doing it on a Friday night.
Yeah. You can always chalk up drinking to doing your homework.
Perfect. I'm fine with that. Dr. Paul Pope, thanks for being here. Professor of Political Science. 3 minutes remaining in halftime, and upon a return, live action here from Alterowitz Gymnasium, where the score is 42-34 in favor of the Carroll College Saints over the MSU Billings Yellowjackets. Stay tuned on the Yellowjacket Sports Network.